This is the I Didn't Know I Need a Lawyer, a mini-series. And this one discusses sick leave policies in Chicago and actually Cook County. So sick leave. What is it? Traditionally, it's a benefit where employers allow for their employees paid time off for illness. Generally, people think of the Family and Medical Leave Act. This is essentially where you don't want your employees to bring their illness to work, so you give them paid time off. So this became effective on July 1st of last year, so about a year ago. And from the city of Chicago, Cook County is very similar, but there are a few differences. So we're going to go over the city of Chicago first. Workers are able to accrue and use up to 5 earned sick days over the course of 1 year. Earn sick time at the rate of 1 hour earned for every 40 hours worked. So essentially, even if you were to work 52 weeks out of the year, you're only required to do that 5 days of sick time. Workers would be able to roll up 2.5 days of unused sick days to the following year. So let's say they didn't use all 5 sick days, they can roll some of that forward. New employees can accrue sick leave after an initial 6-month probationary period, and employers that offer combined leave benefits such as paid time off are exempt from these requirements so long as the employees could accrue and up to 5 days PTO within a calendar year. So it doesn't matter if it's sick time or paid time off, it just has to get that 5 days off. But the requirement is sick leave. Employers are not required to pay out unused sick days. You'll see that in some employee contracts with their employers, the employer does pay out if you have accrued it. This does not require that. Sick leave benefits that are negotiated as part of collective bargaining agreement are exempt, however. So here's some links, helpful links here in the website. Here you can see here. So the first one is the Chicago website information, and the bottom one is Cook County. And there's just a few slight differences in that. Okay. So the next one is, do I have to pay sick leave? If you already have a sick leave policy in place, then you're not really impacted as long as you hit those 5 days, and that is sick leave or paid time off. Other exclusions that may apply, and it is likely you're going to have to do paid sick leave time if you're in Chicago or Cook County. There's no, it's unlike the Obamacare Act where you have to have that minimum 50 employees. This applies to pretty much everyone, one employee or one employee and up. So what happens if you just found out? Usually nothing will happen to you. Nothing will happen to you unless an employee usually first makes a complaint. And then there's usually an investigation to see if it's just the one employee or more than one, and the city will usually try to work with you to fix the matter. Because sometimes, especially if you only have one employee, you're not aware of all these laws that are surrounding you and things like that. However, if they do find out, there could be a fine that is $500 to $1,000 per offense for the violation of the ordinance. And you could have licensing suspensions and pay restitution to your employees of all the sick time that they've been owed. So thinking of ways to implement these new laws, you should definitely seek help from an attorney. Maybe update your employee handbook, things like that. You might be able to also seek help from your payroll administrator. So if you already have your payroll done through an accountant or a payroll service, they may already are aware of this and be able to help you administer this as well. I hope you enjoyed this very short video about letting you know that you didn't know you needed a lawyer. I hope you subscribe, and if you have any questions, you can either contact me through my website at carlylegal.com. And just so you know that these are just materials for general information purposes only. They're just used as a starting point for addressing issues.